Welcome back to the channel, friends. It is good to be here, and I hope you're doing well. So today we're going to be playing the prologue version of a game called Master of Peace. This is a mercenary band strategic roguelike deck builder auto battler with absolutely stunning art. Now, I really do like the isometric approach that this game takes with the graphics. I think it really sets it apart from other games in the genre. I like the colors and shading as well. It's really well done. So today we're going to hop into the prologue version of this game, which is a much enhanced version of the demo that we tried several months ago, and I'm really looking forward to exploring what is new and the plans and the vision for this game. Now, if you wanted to try out the prologue version for yourself, you can certainly do so. It is free and available right now on Steam, link in the video description below, and we're going to dive right on in. So smash the like button and become a subscriber if you are new here. Thank you so much, my friends. Now let's rock and roll. Alright, so I do have a save that is post-tutorial, and each run does begin in the departure grounds. So you have the archive here, which records your stats, but you want to pop on into the guild to set up your run. Let's go. Alright, so in here you can customize a variety of things, including choose your commander, right? So it looks like in the full version there's a couple of other commanders available. From what I understand, as you complete runs, you will gain experience with your commander, then they will level up. And then furthermore, we have our relic selection. So this is usable in battle. So we can choose the sharp dagger, which will deal direct damage to the target, or the guardian shield, which will restore the HP of an ally. Okay? And then furthermore, we have, looks like another little relic or trinket. So we have the deep blue cloak. This is going to prevent the first instance of damage to your flag. So if the flag is destroyed, your run is over. We also have Helm of the Wind, which is going to increase the speed of the left-hand side of Mercenary by +1 at the end of each round. I mean, that seems pretty good. Let's go with the Helm of Wind. And then, let's see, Sharp Dagger or Guardian Shield. I think Guardian Shield is probably pretty serviceable, given it does restore HP. Now, furthermore, we get to select our opening Mercenary band. So we have the Blade of Dusk, the Ambusher. This guy has Footwork, Sword Dancer. Upon attacking an enemy, gain +1 attack power. And then Dark Sorcerer, Lifesteal. Interesting. So in this game, what you have to understand is speed kills, right? So if you have more speed than the opposition you're going against, you do attack first. It's a pretty good stat to get high in, and that's why we're, going with the Helm of Wind. Could also do the Oath of Protection, the Dark Heavy Cavalry, Gatekeeper, and Watchtower Guard. Preemptive Defense. I think they're both pretty good options. Call of Light will be available when the commander levels up. Okay. Well, I think we're going to go with the Blades of Dusk. Seems like a pretty fast team, right? With the Ambusher with 3 speed, Sword Dancer with 2. But I really do like the art style of this game, right? Like, really cool little figurines. Let's go with the Blade of Dusk. Absolutely. And let's go ahead and exit the guild and get on into a journey. Let's go. Alright, so into the Black Fog. Let the journey begin. And right, the art style just pops in this game, man. Alright, so it looks like we have a fight. And then looking forward, we have a saloon. Select a mercenary to assign a desired rumor. So I believe that's like a trait or a buff. Or a card event. Let's go with the rumor and then into the boot camp. Let's go. Alright, so combat is pretty simple, and, I did a run of the demo in this where I kind of went into depth. But essentially what we're doing is we're placing units, okay? And you have these deployment costs. Well, essentially we have 3 energy. To deploy a unit from your hand, it takes 2. To move them from lane to lane, it costs 1, okay? That's essentially what you have to know. When you can use your relic, it pops up here. And essentially what you want to do is, obviously, defeat the enemy. So this guy is a Holy Swordsman. 2 attack power, 3 health, but just 1 speed. But he's going to hit for 2, right? So I think what we want to do is, the Dark Sorcerer. So if we actually match the speed, then that means it'll be a 50-50 roll, right? So flip a coin, whatever it lands on, that unit will go first, okay? So how do we best handle this Holy Swordsman who has 3 HP but does 2 damage? Obviously we need our Dark Sorcerer in there, otherwise we're simply going to just die. So let's go Dark Sorcerer. Let's hope we get the favorable speed roll. Can always restore him if we like. And then the lifesteal effect, right? So he's going to fully restore HP once he defeats an enemy. Very good. Let's go. Alright, so nice. We get the advantage, which benefits us greatly. And then they throw a Watchtower Guard out there, so a speedy individual there. However, our Ambusher is gaining speed because of our relic, which is quite nice. When deployed, if there are no enemies in front, +1 attack, +1 speed. We do outspeed them. And speed kills, of course. So let's go ahead and throw him out there. And I could use Guardian Shield on our Dark Sorcerer. I think I want to, because if we don't win this coin flip, he is toast. So let's do it, and let's go. It looks like you can actually exceed your max HP as well. So that's pretty cool. We have a pretty good advantage now. So the Gatekeeper comes onto the field. Again, just 1 speed. I mean, if we could find a way to get our Dark Sorcerer's speed up, he's going to be lethal out there, man. Porter, we got the Explorer and the Apprentice as well. So he's got 3 speed. This is a Powder Keg. Okay. Execute all units around the obstacle when it gets destroyed. That's terrifying. Let's throw you right there. And we're going to do direct damage on the flag. And of course, it's our attack power, our attack value does direct damage to the flag. And let's see. So we do outspeed the healer here, but he's got a little more attack power than us. But if I use this on you, I like that you can exceed your max HP. That's quite nice. Let's just go with this. Getting big hits on the flag. And you do have a finite amount of troops, okay? If you lose a troop in fights, I think we'll have to see if it's permadeath or not. I don't recall. But you have a finite amount of troops. And if you use your troops, I guess, recklessly, you can actually run out of troops to summon. And therefore, you know, you will suffer defeat. But a resounding victory for the good guys there, and deploy a mercenary to acquire a trait. So Unholy Light, when placed, deals damage to all enemies and boss equal to half of its speed. Okay. So our highest speed unit is our Ambusher. I mean, a broad area damage. Otherwise, we do have the Porter as well. I think we go Ambusher with this. We can use him strategically. Yeah, you bet. So it looks like you can have a total of 2 traits on a given piece, which is quite nice. This game's awesome. Huge fan of this one. Let's go on into the saloon. So, assign a rumor to a selected mercenary. Can possess only 1 rumor. Okay, so this is a little bit different than the traits. Alright, well, do we go in on the Ambusher, or maybe... I'm compelled by this Dark Sorcerer. Maybe we go in on the Dark Sorcerer. Let's do it. He's got lifesteal. Alright, so Swift, gain +1 speed. I mean, that's very, very good. Powerful. Lose 1 speed, gain +2 attack. Agile, gain +2 speed. Whenever the unit is attacked, take 1 additional damage. I think +1 speed is fine. But otherwise, a 3/3, well, a 2/3/3 creature with lifesteal seems pretty powerful as well. Especially if we outspeed. I could keep him away from, like, the strongest of units. We could always add a little more HP with our relic. I think we go with Agile. Let's do it. I like it. Good choice, says the barkeeper. Alright, we got the boot camp. So send a mercenary for training and recruit another to take their place. Okay, interesting. So let's see how this works. Remove 1 mercenary and recruit 1 from a randomly presented selection of 3. Okay, so who's this kind of dead weight? Like, this Porter has good speed. Blacksmith at least has some HP. Apprentice with decent attack. Let's go with the Porter. Otherwise, I have the Explorer as well. 3 speed, or excuse me, 3 health, 2 speed. I think we got to keep our high HP units, so let's go ahead and change you in. And let's see. So who do we have? We have a Bandit. So he's got a trait, Combat Readiness. Fin hand at the end of each round gains +2 speed. If he's in the hand, wow. So he could actually get really, really strong. We also have the Sword Dancer. Okay, so we already have one of those guys. Gatekeeper. Each time an ally from hand is newly deployed directly behind the unit gains +3 HP. That's pretty impressive, but I think Bandit is the choice. I really like that trait. So now we have a tavern. Select an upgraded mercenary to recruit, or we could go into another fight. Get a trait as a reward upon victory. Looks like we do have an elite fight coming up next, too. So we could recruit a mercenary, just straight up recruit one. Let's do it. We can refresh the list, too. Okay, cool. So we got some strong options here, it does look like. Helmbreaker. At the end of each round, lose 1 HP and gain 1 attack and 1 speed. Okay, and he's upgraded, so he's got +1 attack already. Holy Swordsman. While on the battlefield, gain +1 attack each time you or an ally takes damage. While on the battlefield. 3 HP, 3 attack power. We also have the Ambusher again. This guy has 2 attack power. I like the footwork trait quite a bit. Let's go with that. Now we have 2 ambushers, and our mercenary band grows to 8. Okay? I like it. Elite fight, let's go. Okay, so what is this? Dragon Cult High Priest. Blood Strike. Does not attack or move. At the end of each round, loses 1 HP and deals 1 damage to a random enemy. Okay, so these guys act like, kind of like turrets, I suppose. We want this guy to stay in our hand as long as possible. This guy would be a good just throw him out there and have him lead. How about the Agile Dark Sorcerer? Can take this guy down in 2 hits. Let's get him out there. Let's go with something like that. They're going to do combat. Okay, so he's going to restore his HP fully. Got another one of these guys in there. Okay. So this guy now has 4 speed. 3 attack. So I could throw him out there, but then the HP steal, right? The life steal. So I think what I have to do is we have to go with our bandit. He's got 4 speed. I mean, that's really impressive. Let's throw him out there and let's throw this on you. Give you some HP buff. Alright, good hit there, bandit. Nice life steal. Good job. Now suddenly we're on the flag. Another high priest comes in, which is fine. Let's get our ambusher out there. Of course, he's going to get buffed up because there's no unit in his lane. And we're on the flag, suddenly. Alright, you bet. Just beat it down. Just keep beating it down, guys. Let's go. Alright, Blood Strike, not a problem at all. Looks like they just keep throwing high priests out, and it looks like your energy does actually stack up. Well, if it's not broken, don't fix it. And a resounding victory. Alright, so we have... So this is a relic to acquire. Okay. So these are pretty impactful. If the durability of the ally's flag is 4 or lower in battle, all party members gain 1 attack and 1 HP. Otherwise, Hero's Seal. Activates only once per battle. Who has defeated 2 enemy units will gain... Okay, I like that quite a bit. Play a little hero ball, I suppose. Alright, so bookstore. Obtain up to 3 items. I'm not sure what items do. And then we have the card events. But looking forward, what do we have? Shaman's Hut. Enhance the stats of a mercenary. I like that quite a bit. Relic shop. Choose 1 relic from 2 options. I think we go to the card events and then the Shaman's Hut. Alright, so... Intervene. Whose ally flags durability by -3, obtain a random relic. So recover durability by 3. Obtain 1 random item, recover durability by 2. I mean, we could get a random relic here. We will take a little bit of durability. There's our durability right there at 8. Let's learn a little bit more about items. Let's do this. Okay, so they can be used on targets in battle. Okay. Grimoire of Judgment. Set the HP of all enemy mercenaries, excluding the boss, to 1. Alright, quite nice. I mean, I like it. It's good. We'll use it. Let's get into a little street beef after the Shaman's Hut here. Alright, so who do we like the best? Like, who's our favorites? You'll only have 1 chance, so +2 HP or +1 attack. Okay. I mean, it feels like maybe +1 attack, so we have a 3/3/3 unit. Or maybe a little more HP. To allow him to do combat with the enemy, given he's going to be taking a little more damage. I like the Dark Sorcerer quite a bit. I mean, Sword Dancer is a decent option. Our Ambusher with the high speed is good, but... I feel like having 1 unit you can really rely on is probably pretty important in this game. So let's go with the Dark Sorcerer. Is it HP or attack? I mean, it's 2 HP. We do have the relic. Let's go with the attack. Because that lifesteal will be super effective. A 3/3/3 creature now. Let's go. Well, street beef. So this guy's actually on this powder keg now. So he's going to attack it. He won't attack my flag. He will attack it. And I do think flag damage is permanent. So let's go with the ambusher here. Let's put him far off on this lane. So he attacks this, I believe. Yes. Okay. They get another guy in there. So Dark Sorcerer. So is he going to be able to directly attack me, I think, is the question that I have. So this guy attacks this and defeats himself. Is this guy going to move up first, though? Like, I don't have a lane. Actually, it looks like I could summon a guy right here, is what it looks like to me. We'll keep the bandit in the hand. He will gain speed. I think we have to throw the apprentice out there. Either that or we throw the Dark Sorcerer out there. He will simply defeat this guy. And restore HP and face, but of course we'll be defeated by this. I think we have to do it. Now, is permadeath in effect? That's the question. Guess we're gonna find out real soon. We'll have to check that after battle. So 3 speed for this guy. He does 3 damage. The perfect counter to the Dark Sorcerer. As our ambusher here just munches on the flag. Terrific. Alright, good job, guys. Way to go. Okay, so this guy has 3 speed and 3 HP. They're equal in speed. We can't lose this engagement, so we have to use this on you. And let's see, Blacksmith. Decent attack power. How about the Speedy Apprentice? Let's go. Alright, no big deal at all. Hero Seal. Very nice. So now he's 4-4-4. Absolutely impressive. Absolutely. Terrific. Alright, so we have sniping. Alright, so our Dark Sorcerer is back, which is good. When attacking, it does not move, but attack a random enemy. If there is no enemy to attack, attack the enemy flag or the boss. Lose 1 attack at the end of the round. Does not drop below 1. So it's a unit that won't move. Stay stationary out there. I mean, the attack will be reduced. I think the Explorer is fine for that role. High HP, right? And we have the boss fight, okay. So I believe the Prologue adds this whole other zone, which I'm excited to explore, but let's see the boss fight. The boss possesses powerful abilities. Okay, yep. Alright, so he's got a Dragon Cult Preacher. Sadism. Gain 1 attack each time any other mercenary takes damage. Okay, so he's all about pain for pleasure, I suppose. 3 HP, does 1 damage. Has 2 speed. Dragon Cult Leader. So at the end of each round, select 1 random tile. When attacking, attack the enemy on that tile. Recover HP equal to the damage dealt. Blood Infusion. For every 10 HP lost, increase the number of tiles targeted by Azure Flame Orb by 1. And increase attack by 1. Okay. He's got 25 HP. 9 speed. But I think he sits here. He doesn't actually participate in combat beyond his trait. So what I have to do is I have to address the enemies on the field. Okay, so this guy will do 2 damage. But he's outsped. But he's got 3 HP. Gotta do it. Gotta throw you there. Let's go. When hit grants... Okay, so this will actually buff up our guys. The unit that destroyed this box will attack all enemies. Okay. So he's gonna hit it. Our Dark Sorcerer could actually take this out. Well, actually, no, never mind. So we will go first. We will hit it, and then he will get it, right? So we don't want that. I think Unholy Light does benefit us. Because it's going to take out this guy. It'll take him out. So I think we have to. This isn't technically an enemy, it's a toolbox. This guy's kind of stuck on this lane for a while, right? So I think we have to go ambusher, and we got to throw him right here. An unholy light comes down. Absolutely excellent. So this guy's going to randomly target units. And he'll do 1 damage, so I think we should probably get the Guardian Shield on this guy. Given every 2 turns it cools down, we got 3 total uses of it. So we're going to get a hit. Alright, here comes the Flame Orb, hits this guy. Alright, nice, so this guy's getting all buffed up, powered up. Dragon Cult Soldier. At the end of each round, take 1 damage and increase the boss's HP by 1. Okay, that's interesting. This guy has a massive 6 speed. But only 1 HP, of course. Would be nice if we could get a guy with just 1 attack to munch on this, right? Because he's going to attack it. I suppose we can do that next turn, maybe with our Dark Sorcerer. So for now, let's go with the Apprentice. Alright, Azure Flame Orb. Okay, hits this guy, but he's nice and durable. Alright, nice. Direct damage. Okay, so he munches on this. Alright, so this guy will simply win. Unless we buff him up. So that's a possibility. 9 speed on the bandit. Absolutely insane. But only 1 HP, of course. So I think I'm comfortable and okay letting the Apprentice fall. I'm okay with that. We have Violence. Upon attacking an enemy, gain +1 attack. This guy wins this combat. But he's going to have to strike through this first and then take a hit, right? So that's where we actually need our Dark Sorcerer. We need him. And then I think I should probably prop him up. Because this guy with his Flame Orb, you never know who he's going to hit. So he hits this guy. But here we go. Hero Seal. Alright, absolutely excellent. The Ambusher looking mighty. Not to mention outspeeding everybody. I mean, I think we go Sword Dancer right here. He's got the Violence. Let's go with that. Alright, so Flame Orb. Okay, so it's now striking 2 tiles. Now it's going to strike 3, right? And his damage output is actually increasing too. But the Dark Sorcerer is targeted. This guy's going to be fun. He's going to take this guy out without issue. I could definitely prop him up. I mean, why not? He's about to take a big hit. Let's prop him up. We have this guy with the sniping. Let's put him right there. Alright, so you fall. We're starting to get some hits on the boss. Now let's see. For every 10 HP lost, okay, so he's going to target more tiles. At the end of each round, select 1 random tile. Equal to the damage dealt. Okay, so he is recovering HP. We got no Guardian Shield left. Okay. So we got to get more units. I mean, footwork. Let's do it. Alright, another big hit coming in. Alright, big hits, guys. He's got 1 HP left. A massive 21 speed on this guy. Absolutely insane. I think we win this. Yeah, we win this. Very nice. Very good. Dragon Cult Leader is defeated. It's actually kind of a tricky fight. So what do we have here? Trait Upgrade Shard. Okay, so that's actually going to upgrade your trait. Is that so? Let's see what it does. So Lifesteal Plus. Restore all HP lost and absorb the enemy's attack. Really? Wow. Okay, that's pretty impressive. What does this do? Gain +1 attack and +1 speed. Increase all allies' attack and speed with the same amount. Is that so? Wow, like some of these moves are really, really powerful. How about this? At the end of each round, if this is in your hand, all allies in your hand, including yourself, gains +2 speed. Wow. At the end of each round, all allies +2 speed. Seriously. I mean, that almost seems like the play. You get that broad buff for all allies. How about this? Gain an additional +2 if you defeat an enemy. Wow. I like how the traits are like really, really strong in this. I think we gotta go with this. I mean, team speed. That's what it's all about. Team speed. Speed kills. Alright, into the new zone. So this was added in the prologue. Looks like a desert. The Blazing Sands. Okay, so a street fight. We got a relic. I think we definitely go relic. Choose a mercenary to execute. Their traits may be passed on to another. Or I could choose another fight. I think I definitely want another relic, so let's go this way. What is this? Unit that destroys this obstacle will get its HP doubled. Okay. And we have a brawler. So a 2/5/1 creature. Who's effectively outsped by the Dark Sorcerer. So yeah, we have to. So he's going in. Wait, what happened there? He's only supposed to do 2 damage. Reduce the damage received by 1 for each enemy. I'm confused. Did it like take damage? He had 3 HP. The Dark Sorcerer. Yeah, 3 HP. I'm confused. Oh, never mind. Right, the agile. So he took 1 extra damage. Okay, got it. Alright, makes sense. Makes sense. Little oversight by yours truly. Okay, so this guy. A pretty imposing force. Who can actually do some damage against him, though? I mean, 5 HP. We're taking flag damage here now. Oh, let's see. So, the blacksmith can at least take a hit. Especially if we buff him up. Allies HP by 3. I think we have to do this. And then I've got to get an option for this guy. Got to do that. Definitely hurts, though. Alright, so a preacher coming in. So armor binding again. This guy's hitting for 3. Yeah, I've got nothing that can really stave that off. I don't necessarily want to take another 3 hits. But I kind of have to. This guy does outspeed him. I think I just kind of have to routinely sack units on this lane, unfortunately. This guy will at least be fallen. Who's this guy with 7 HP? Wow. 1 attack power, 1 speed, 7 HP. Alright, so 3 HP for you. You've got the sniping trait, though. Combat readiness. Okay, so this guy will start getting our speed up. Unholy Light will do a broad damage. Well, this guy's hitting for 3. Be reduced down to 2. This guy will fall. This guy's coming up, though. He only does 1 damage, so obviously this lane is of lower importance. We have the ambusher ready. Well, coming soon anyways, and the apprentice as well. Now, I could shift this guy down. And we could buff him up. And he could absorb this hit. And we could throw in somebody with greater speed on this lane. Like the ambusher. Or we could do this. So I think we go here. We shift you down. Okay. We go ambusher. Right there, unholy light. And we're gonna take direct damage here, but at least this guy staved off. And if we get the right roll, which we do not. Okay, so he's actually taking 0 damage. Interesting. Alright, now we got another challenging sword dancer. This guy's a 3/1/3 creature. Alright, our flag is on fire now. Not good. I could do this. I think I have to do this. It's the key to victory. We outspeed. Let's use it. We have to. And then I have to go with Explorer. With the 3 HP. Right there. So he actually snipes, right? Yeah, so he's got the sniping thing going on. Alright, well, interesting fight for sure. This guy's 3/1/6. I mean, his 3 attack, we absolutely need it. So let's go with this and buff him up. Hopefully he can hold down this lane. Alright, we finally defeated that guy, who's done a lot of damage to the flag. And then our boy gets defeated that we just threw in there. Okay, so that's what happened. When attacking, there's a 30% chance to attack another random enemy. Ouch. Yeah, we might be looking at the end here, friends. Certainly kind of feels like it. A 5 speed. So what hit do you want to take? Do we want to take this hit or this hit? Can I get 3 damage on him? No. I can get 2. Gotta go there. Alright, so this guy did get sniped, actually. Alright, so that's a tough hit, and yeah. This one's over. 2/1/6. I mean, I can defeat this guy, but... Right, I can't shift, and... Yeah, not good, man. Tough fight. You are defeated. Looks like we did get some experience, though, and... Alright, so we got a new commander ability. Okay, cool. A new mercenary as well, the messenger. Acceleration while on the battlefield, gain attack equal to your speed. I think I should have probably gone in. So for the dark sorcerer, now that I'm thinking about it, I should have probably did the buff that increases... Instead of going with... Which one did we go with? We improved this trait here on the bandit. Should have done the lifesteal. And then maybe... not went with agile. I think that's the learning I had here today. But a tough fight indeed. A tough fight indeed. And let's see. Journey doesn't end here, so let's see what's new in the guild. So Swift Sword. Sets the target's speed to 0 and grants +1 to allies around the target. Okay, that's pretty useful, but I felt like the Guardian Shield was really, really useful. Very cool. I really do like how this game's coming along, and, you know, maybe we have a redemption run in the future. However, this video's at about the 35-minute mark. I think if we do another run, we're looking at probably over an hour. So I think this is probably a fitting spot to call this a video. So let's pop back to the main menu, and definitely let me know in the comment section below if you want a redemption run. I think the Burning Sands is a lot more challenging for sure. And, you know, you kind of got to use the first world or the first map to sort of empower your team. I think probably going in on 1 or 2 units is the best way, at least with my limited experience with this title. Like, that's probably the best way to have the most success. And I do think that that boss fight that we had can certainly get out of control. But yeah, it's like, welcome to the Burning Sands. Now get punched in the face, punched in the mouth, and get defeated. Let me know if you want a redemption run. I'd be happy to do it. I really do enjoy this game. I like the art style. I like the approach. It's simple. It's fast-paced. And I like how the upgrades are really, really effective. That's super cool. I've been following this game since the demo. If you want to check out the run that we did in the demo, I can definitely link that in the video description and pinned comment below as well. So check that out to see how this game has been coming along. Again, this is the prologue, and the full release is slated for, I believe, November of 2025. So lots to like about this game. It is a really well done game. Definitely one I'm going to be keeping an eye on. So let me know if you want to see a redemption run. So thanks so much, my friends. I'm going to get on out of here, and I'll be catching you in the next video. Thanks a lot.